to calculate everything, and I have so much information I want to share. We found a couple of things that work really well because my channel has skyrocketed, and we found something that we could use, and it's calculate everything, and I have so much information I want to share.
It really helps.
And, we found a couple of things that work really well.
It's really good
because my channel has skyrocketed.
A video about that. And then I had a video about live streams, live silent streams.
I calculate everything, and I have so much information I want to share.
It really helps.
We found a couple of things that work really well.
The way they have been really
because
good.
My channel has skyrocketed.
Video
so
I had a video,
and then I had a video
just all
about
kind of stuff.
Live silent streams. I calculate everything, and I have so much information I want to share.
It really helps.
We found a couple of things that work really well.
The way they have been really
because
good.
My channel has skyrocketed.
Video. I had a video,
and then I had a video
just all
about
kind of stuff.
live silent streams.
all kinds of stuff.
Everything. I had, a bunch of that information, and I'm dying to come out with that. So, and I wanted to do a live on that, but as you can tell, I still sound a little not right, and it's definitely 70% of the way anyway, so almost there. Another month or so, it should be okay. But I was like, I'm gonna go live. I'm just gonna do it, go outside, and it was nice and sunny until this started happening. So, but yeah, and it's starting to chill again. It's starting to get a little chilly. So I don't like when they go behind here, because that's where she got bit. So the snake goes over here. So she goes over here, and it's funny because my husband said she brought in, I guess a lizard ran in the porch area, and she caught it, and she bit the leg off it. I mean the tail, and I was like, oh no, and it was, dying, and I was almost in tears. And she loves chasing lizards. Ooh, can you guys hear that? Those are bombs going off right now, way out there. It's crazy. Last night was crazy to see. Anyway, I was horrified because she has brought me some pretty messed up lizards. So, Henhaz, it's more sinister than just chemtrails. Whoever is terraforming the we can see it come, and oh, there you go, and it goes. Respiratory infections also. See, that's why I think I hate being out here when this is happening, because I don't think it's good for me to be breathing this stuff in. Desiree, I will send you a picture of the setup that I'm going to have. You'll be the first one to see it. Oh, cool. Yes, and the heavy metals that drop down on the crops. I need a greenhouse. I'm starting to do more research on country in the United States is changing drastically. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, there is, I already know, like we know, the polar shit, the poles are shifting, right? So the world is shifting, and we can tell even out here that night skies are different from they were, a year or two ago. I mean, so I don't know, if this is all caused by that or by what, but there is definitely a change in the world in general. So, but that's cool to research that stuff. That would be something, I would like to get into too. It's just I'm so focused on, I don't know why I'm so focused on AI. It's probably because of my job. I don't know. I love to find out what's going on with it and who's involved and what's going to happen. And I know most of it's, bullshit. So I take it for what it is, and I try to cover it the best I can. And I watch the pole reverse and shifts. Yeah. it's very good that you went live. It keeps your channel active for content. Yeah, that's the other reason why I wanted to do this, was, to do that too. But like I said, the channel has been doing really, really good, because I've been reposting old content and uploading some old shorts that I had, and collaborating and things like that really help. So I kind of gave you guys a clue of what I was gonna do the show on, just then. But yeah, no, it's helped the channel grow, so I'm really happy about that. It just, I'm still working on watch hours like everyone else. Like everyone else is doing. So, and as soon as Desert Feels Better is back 100%, when we start our podcast, I'm hoping we get to do a lot of research and bring a lot of this stuff out to people. Whistle stop, Ed. I can't wait. I'll be there to watch. Yes. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Since I was, I had a long vacation over the holidays, and I have like 7 or 8 scripts already. Like I wrote these scripts, and I did research from everywhere I could find, like Wikipedia and old articles and old news stories and, new news stories, and, fact checked everything and wrote these scripts. And so I have, some good content to get out there. And Pete Hegseth did this big speech last week about AI and war, and I have a whole thing on that, and what they plan on doing. Oh, I wish you guys could hear that going off. So I do have a lot of content to put out once I'm back, and I will, yeah, I can't wait. Another couple months and I should be, better. Getting this for the 4th time is not fun, I'll tell you that. It's not a fun thing, but it's unfortunate. It takes, anywhere from 3 to even 6 months to recover. But I've seen that you're booming. You're gonna pass me in the next month. So collabing is a good thing, guys. I'm just gonna say that. And I'll come out with a video about it, and you guys will understand a little bit more how that works and how you can double your numbers and do well. But my gimbal is about to die, so the battery's on red. So I'm gonna say goodbye to everyone, and everyone have a great weekend. Tomorrow's a holiday, so no work for me. I'm very happy. I will be doing research and content and editing and all the fun stuff. So and the game is on this afternoon. Any Patriots fans out there, go Pats. I was arguing with Eddie Devil Dog this morning about it. So but everyone have a great weekend, and if you're off tomorrow, I'm happy for you. Relax, chill, and I will hopefully see you guys very soon. Take care, everyone. Let's get that up all the way we can. We're gonna need that. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's get everything all set and ready. There we go. Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. There's my boy. There's my boy. And here's my girl. And we have been out here for a little while. I'm gonna take a walk, okay? I'm gonna take a walk. Let's gotta take a walk. We're gonna try going back over. Okay, we're gonna try to go back over. I see you in a minute, okay, little one? I see you in a minute. And hopefully there are no snakes out here today. I'm hoping that we don't have any snakes. It's a beautiful day. It's, it's warm, but it's in the 70s. And it's gorgeous. And there's a little breeze, so it's very nice. But I'm going to try going back. So last week, I tried to go on over to that house, and I kind of lost some connection. So hopefully I'm all hooked up. I have my moderator helping me out here. So if I lose connection, he'll say, come on back and come back in. So it's gorgeous. Look at how beautiful the trees are starting to get gorgeous. I'm really happy about that. We got some little scragglers over there, but they'll start to grow. But these guys are doing really well. So, all right, let's see what we got. I don't have my high boots on today, so I'm hoping that there are no snakes out here. So, let's see. But it is winter, so we'll close that in and we'll take a little walk. So look how beautiful everything is. Look at that sun. Oh, that's gorgeous. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, let's head over. Let's head on over and check this place out and see if I can get some good shots of it. So Mojave Desert Mountains, beautiful. They actually call them the Purple Mountains because they do have a purple hue to them, and sometimes when the sun hits it, it's beautiful, just gorgeous. So let me scour the ground first because I'll be heading over that way. And normally snakes are not really out in the open, but I'm gonna make sure that we don't have any snakes here. So let's scour a little bit before. And my little babies are somewhere over there. I've been out here for a little bit with them. And we got still some damage from the storm. Okay, so let's see. Looks pretty good. I kind of don't have my boots, so I tucked my pants into my socks. Hopefully that will help a little bit, but I don't think so. So I'm going to take this very slow because I don't know the snake situation over here. And again, it's winter, so they may not be out, but you never know. So, and then we get the beautiful view of the military base out there. Very nice. David and Bulldogs, welcome. And then the other side, all our nice gold mining. And one day I'm gonna take you guys up there on that side to check out all the gold mines. But let's just see on the grounds if there's anything. I hear anything. No snakes. I see the snake hole, but okay. So let's check out this house because I think last week I tried to do this and I was getting good morning. There's a wild animal there. Yeah, it's my dog. That's the wild animal. So last week I was saying that if you actually worked in the gold mines across the way over there, it's about maybe 10 miles from here. Back in the day, the 30s, 20s, 30s, 40s, they would actually give the workers some land and they would give them houses. And this is one of the houses that you would get if you worked the gold mines. And this house obviously is in very bad shape. So, hi, David. Good morning. Linus, hi, good morning. So let's check out how they used to live, right? So it looks like it's like a living room here. They had some shingles for siding, it looks like. So probably no sheetrock or anything like that back in the day, right? I'm not sure about that. But this is where they would get their water. So they would come in and what is your Fila? I'm not sure what that is. But this is where they would get their water. And this is their water source to the house, which is very cool. So it would go, you can see the water source and their kitchen. And they had a gas stove, which is really neat. Very cool. Thank you, Woof and Snort. Thank you. So I thought that's pretty good. They had gas and they had their water source. You can see the faucet there, which is pretty cool. And then I'm not sure how many gallons of water this would hold. Hey, Chicken Explorers. Good morning. I'm not really sure how many gallons that would hold. Doesn't look like a lot. But they would get their water delivered and or I don't know how actually they would back in the 20s and 30s and 40s how that all worked, but it looks like your face wants to be seen. Go to the beginning of the video. I said good morning to everyone. My face is on there. So it looks like this was some sort of, I don't know, closet or something, because their outhouse, which is what we had on our property, this is their outhouse. So we had one of these on our property when we bought our house. We had to tear it down, but everybody got, their outhouse. I hear something. I hope it's not snakes. Let's make sure. Gotta listen for that. So we got the outhouse here. And then there must have been some sort of, I don't know. Looks like a door. Maybe another shed. Oh, it looks like they had two. Did they? Oh, there they had. Wow. They had two outhouses. So maybe there was more than one house, because there is another house right there beyond. And that also has a water tank, but I do see an outhouse there. So these guys, wow, had two outhouses. That's pretty crazy. That's very interesting. I've never seen the two outhouses, but what fascinates me is the water. Like, that doesn't look like a lot of water. Like, I think I would go through just one shower. It would be, hey, Real Thoughts, good morning. It looks like, yeah, I don't know how much, I don't know if anybody knows how much water that would hold. But I think, I don't know, one shower would probably take up half of that. So, but this is what they, let's see. Oh, there's a date here. It says October 6th. Does that say 62? Oh, there's a name too. Very cool. Very cool. It says 62. What's it say? December 14th, 1962. So 62. Wow. Huh. What the one? That's weird. That's a weird date, because I know it was way before that they had maybe the gold mines are still going in the 60s. I'm not sure. But anyway, they did have gas. So they had a gas source, because you can see their gas stove is right there which is pretty cool. But they had shingles, you know, their windows, obviously no AC. There's a chimney, well, some sort of type of, they must have had like a wood stove or something to heat with. Yeah, and I believe the front door, let me check the snakes first. I absolutely do not want to get bit by a snake. Biggest fear out here. When I go out here to look for stones and gems. And good morning, everyone, if I haven't said good morning. Oh, okay, so yeah, so this is would be their front door. Gotta have 2 cars. I guess maybe there was more than, you know, you get some bullet holes here, so, or, yeah, it looks like bullet holes. But this is the siding and their windows. We had those type of windows when we bought our house. It was horrific. So, but I do see this line, a hose line. So at least they had the water source, and, you know, they had, you know, their two outhouses, and this is pretty cool. So there's another date there, right? It says 4/19/60, and they did some, oh, that's pretty cool. I want to do that. See, these are the type of stones I look for, because when they're shined, they look like crystals, and Joshua Tree sells them at a rock store. Like, this one looks like a really good one. Like, if it was shine, I like to polish and shine, and do a lot of rock polishing, and my house is pretty much has a lot of stones because I come out here. My land goes out, you know, about, so I have 5 acres, and my land will go to about, I'll take it to the street, because some of this is obviously not mine. But, let's see in the chat. 60s was when electric went in. The shacks were updated. Oh, okay. Someone knows the history. Who is that? I can't see the sun. Bulldogs. Thank you. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, I always wondered, like, obviously they had to have, you know, gas lamps and things like that, right? For light. But those mountains over there, we will go to. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to take you guys to the gold mines. I have a couple of weeks off coming up, and the holidays around Thanksgiving. So I'm going to take my 4-wheel drive up there, and you can only take your 4-wheel drive so far, and then you got to walk the rest of the way, because unless you have a 4x4 or your 4-wheeler, because there's no way of getting up those tiny trails. So let me just check this for snakes. I'm so petrified. And I don't have my long boots on, so anyway, yeah, so that's we'll go up there during the holidays. Thanksgiving, I'm going to take a ride up, and we'll do some videos of those gold mines, because they're pretty cool. But it's a beautiful day. Look at this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And those mountains there, those are where all the trails we used to go on when we had our 4-wheeler. It was great. And then way beyond, I don't know if anybody can see that, but there's the military barracks on this side of the military. So my land actually goes right to here. So this road is kind of part of my land, right? So I own from here to, you know, over there. And then we'll take a walk. And then it goes, I hear a motorbike. We got some motorbikes. This is the season to come here to Joshua Tree because of the weather. It's just so gorgeous. Good morning, everyone. If I haven't said hi. Yes, clear. That's the thing about this. It's just so crystal clear. There's no pollution. There's no, you know, it's just absolutely beautiful. So again, my land comes to about, I think there's a marker over here somewhere. But very deserty. Yeah, so there's another shack over there. I'll head over on some other day. But I see the ground for snakes. So yeah, there is a marker out here somewhere to where our land goes to. We have 5 acres, so it pretty much goes probably the street over here. I think that's what my husband said. Goes out to the end of this road, and this is where I usually come to look for those kind of like stones, I look for the really good ones. I go digging, I have a bucket, and I do all kinds of stuff. We got stuck in those hills, desert living. Yes, I was pissed off. I was hanging on the edge. We almost flipped the 4. We had a 4x4, two people, right? And my husband, was going crazy on the 4-wheeler, and those trails up there, look at them. I mean, they're all over. They're up and down, and they're just crazy trails. So he was going fast and crazy, and we got almost flipped. And was it the Jeep? I thought it was you're talking about the Jeep when we got stuck. Okay, and in the middle, and that was on the other side. That was a day. So we went to the gold mines with the Jeep, because that's a 4-wheel drive. And we hit some soft sand while we were out there. And that's way out there, guys. Those mountains out there are probably, 20 miles away. I don't know. My husband would know more. Here's a good one. That's a really good one. And it was 112 degrees out that day. And there's barely any cell service out there. So, and we had no water with us. It was when we first bought the house, and we were kind of like looking at the area. You were wasting water. LOL. I was not. I needed water. It was friggin' hot. And we were stuck for hours. Like, we were trying everything. We were shoveling ourselves. I mean, we were soaking wet from the sweat, from just we did everything we could to try to get ourselves out of there. Finally, after about a couple hours, I said, F this. I'm done. Go call a tow truck. So a tow truck was like, we don't go out to those far places and, unless you pay us, $1 million. So we ended up paying, and it was Chicken Explorers. It was a pretty hefty price, and it took them. They had a rough time. The tow company had a rough time getting us out. They even had they were like, what are you guys doing out here? So that was, when we got to see all the gold mines, which was worth the trip, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great day. So yeah, this is, I think, where our land ends at this telephone pole, but it goes further down on the other side over there. So again, this part, there's a dirt road. So this is a trail road. Good morning, everyone. If I haven't said hi, good morning to everyone in the chat. Welcome. So this is a trail road, and that trail road is beautiful. It actually takes you all the way down to the very end of those mountains, which is a big salt mine. There's a huge salt mine down there. So industrial salt mine is pretty cool. So this is a trail road. And then that's heading to the trails on that side. Now, this road here separates the government land. So this side, where I'm standing, is government land. So I'm not supposed to be on this. And they do, if anybody, they see people trying to 4-wheel over here, if you see way down there, they'll come right out and they'll get off the land. Where I'm standing is government land. This is a trail road. You'll see all kinds of, trail signs to where to go, what direction, if you want to see whatever. Another crystal. That's a big one. So anyway, I do all this crazy crystal stuff, and I like to they watch close. Real thoughts. They so on the top at night, and I'll do a night one. On the top of the mountains, there are lookout, and you'll see them. There's one on top of that mountain, one on top of that mountain, and you'll see the red light flashes. And when I get my binoculars out, I can see, I can see the what do you call it? The boxes, they said, the buildings they have up there. And, they have lookouts there. So what happened was a few years ago is there were so many people just coming up and just building weed farms, just like coming over here and just digging up the land and building weed farms. And it was really dangerous when we bought this place, because that White House over there was a big meth house back in the day when we first bought the house. So it's very dangerous, and that's why we locked down the house. We got some firearms, and there was a lot of traffic going in and out. And eventually the feds came in one year, and we have tons of we were like, we filmed the whole thing. We filmed the whole bust. They busted all this land, all of it. Tore all the houses down, tore everything down, took all hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and maybe even thousands of trees and weed trees, and then just tore that house apart. And they actually did a really good job on redoing it. When we were we still look at property online, and we saw it and we're like, wow, look at what they did to that house, because it was a disaster before when it was a meth house. So good morning, everyone. If I haven't said good morning, welcome to the chat. We're just taking a walk around the desert. So they did a really good job, and somebody bought the house, I don't know, maybe last year, and we haven't heard a sound from them. So when it was a meth house, they had live bands, so they were all in bands, and all we'd hear all night long is, their music, and it wasn't the best. So when we bought the house, we're like, oh my God, what did we do? What the hell did we do? We made a big mistake, but it ended up being the most beautiful thing in the world. And yes, very interesting is not the word to use. And then recently, so we want some shade. So we ended up doing this massive project this May. This actually was in March when we started, and we did all these trees. So we just planted and planted, because eventually in a few years we would like our property to be kind of hidden, with some trees. And there's my guy. Hi, bud. Hi, buddy. Hey, buddy. What you doing? I'm gonna put these rocks over here, okay? These stones. I'm gonna put them right there, okay? Because those are mine. Okay, don't do anything to those. So, and then this is our water system to water all the, we have it coming from the well, which is a very genius invention. I just can't even believe he thought about the way to do this. But it took a long time to get this water system, all hooked up, and you could see like that's where all the water comes from, the well. And we have lights everywhere, and obviously you can see like the wood we have to put down, because we still have wild animals out here. We have, coyotes, and the rabbits are the size of my dogs. And Mojave Desert, yes, Mojave in California. And then, so this is actually a new entrance for us. A couple years ago, we had a construction crew come in and give us a new entrance, because the old entrance to our house was on that side. So we moved it because we kept getting stuck in the soft sand. And we kept having to, I got a truck with a tow on it so that we could tow, if the Jeep got stuck. And the Jeep is a four-wheel drive, so it was really bad. So we had them do this road for us. So this is the new entrance for us, soft sand. And then, so these are all our new trees. These trees are doing great. Like, these are just absolutely still watching. Thank you, Chicken Explorers. Thank you. Yeah, so these trees are doing really, really good. Hi, little ones. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Yeah, so, and then when we first bought the place, all you saw was like glass bottles everywhere, because people did a lot of target practicing out here. Even the old guy we bought this house from, he had just glass bottles everywhere. And we actually met him, and he would show us his rifles, and he was a character, I will say that. He was about 75, 80, so really nice guy. But so this is all new. We had them, and then before, when we first came to the house, we came up this way. So this was the entrance. The gates were right here on this side. So the main gates were here. Hi there. What is Mama doing? Huh? It's our weather station. And the controller, the display is inside the house for that. So yeah, we had, this was our entrance, and then the soft sand we kept getting stuck in. It was on this side. There's a little roundabout here. We did we had to hire a lot of contracts and a lot of construction people. So you can see it actually from here. It's like washouts, and property's kind of built up, right? You see it's kind of built up from the washouts. And hey, Drunken Chef, welcome. Hi, everyone. If I haven't said hello, I'm not keeping up with the chat. I'm just telling the story here. So if I haven't said hi, good morning, welcome. It's about 9 o'clock in the Mojave Desert, California. And this was our old entrance. I just want to scour for I don't want any snakes around here. So this is kind of where I don't trust it. Even though my husband's like, it's cold, they're indoors, but I don't have my long boots. I got to bring those next weekend. So, but this is like where we used to get stuck. You can kind of see, and I'm actually like, my feet are falling into the sand. So this was our original road to come into the house. And there was a sign at the very end of the road. And this old guy, I don't know if my husband put the sign up or who put the sign up, but it said no trespassing. We're sick of burying bodies or something like that. It was too funny. Carmine, I wanted to say hi, and then I am off for a few hours. Okay, thank you for coming in. Thanks. I hope your day's good. Yucky time. That sucks. Well, I hope it's not too bad. I hope you have a better day than you anticipate. So anyway, this is again where we used to come in. You can see it's like the sand is like super soft here, and there's a lot of washouts, and so we would get stuck. And I'm falling into the sand right now as we speak. So we couldn't do it anymore. We were like, no, this is not gonna work. we can't. So the road goes all the way. Let's see if what the sign says over here. See if my Wi-Fi moderator, if you're there, and I'm going out of reach, let me know, please. So let's see. What about the snakes? Be careful. I know. Believe me, I'm constantly looking. So this is a sign that was, I don't know if we put it up or at first, because it was very dangerous here when we first bought the house, and that's why we locked it all down. We have probably, I don't know, 17, 18 cameras, and the cameras can see all the way like to the mountains. So, and then we got several firearms, and we do love to practice. We love to target practice. So, unfortunately, the ammo is extremely expensive, so we don't get to do it as often as we like, but that's pretty much what you hear out here all day long, is just people target practicing, because that's just what you do out here. So let's see. Oh, okay. So this is what was happening when we first bought this house. We were ordering furniture and, refrigerators and all kinds of stuff. And the delivery trucks were coming down this road, and guess what? They were getting stuck, and they were having to call the tow trucks to get them out. And so my husband put the sign saying, "Do not come in this way." And I think he put another one down at the very end of the road. And there's another road on the other side over here to go all the way around. You can see it over there. So he's like, there's a detour, if you take the main road, which is all the roads out here are not maintained. But we knew for sure, obviously, that this road was not a good road. So, and that's one of the reasons why we had a construction crew come in and, make another entrance. So it was awful. I felt bad. We had our hot tub delivered, and you could see where my feet, it's all soft sand. Everything is just really soft sand here. The poor guy with the hot tub. Hi, good morning, Poetic. Good morning, my love. How are you, sweetheart? Thank you for joining. The sun is so strong, I can't say, hey, Fabrics. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Just telling my little story of our nightmare of getting this house, and I'm so glad you're here. It's good to see you. Anyway, so we had to put signs, do not come this way. You're never going to make it. So my hot tub, when we were having that delivered, that I don't know if my husband can verify this, but I think it was like a 2-day, like, see the soft sand? You can see it. Like, I think they were stuck out here overnight, if I can remember correctly. And it was not good. It was just not good. Yeah, I could see all the soft sand. So we would get stuck all the time. And you can see the washouts. And luckily, our house is not in a flood zone. But as you can see, and part of this actually to this marker. All right, so I think to this marker here is my land. There's a marker right here. I'll go back. And you can see that pole right there. So that's part of our land too. So, yeah. So we do have a lot. We have a lot of land. It's great. But the poor hot tub guy, man, it was, I forget what company. See all the soft sand. It was bad. It was just real bad. Oh, nice. Good, Wolf and Snore. Awesome. They're great people, great channels. Poetic is like one of my favorite. Real Thoughts is another. Chicken Explorers is really great. I was watching him make his pumpkin pie the other day. They're all good, really good channels. I tend to like the good stuff. Everybody has their own, taste and what they like, but those are some of my favorites. I will return the connection. Oh, that's nice. I see. I love that. That's great. So yeah. So anyway, we ended up finally getting it. They finally did end up getting it and going all the way around and coming out the back way to the entrance. But you could see all these washouts is definitely, this is definitely a flood zone. So when we bought the house, we hired the realtor to get a drone and go over and do an aerial of the house so we could see. Good morning, Catherine. So we could see, geographically where the flood zones were and if this house, was in, jeopardy of that. And so we had to get permission because the military is right there and they need to know what drones are flying. And so we had to, pay fees for that and all that stuff. But this is where our entrance used to be. And after the nightmare, everything delivered. It was a nightmare. It was a complete nightmare. So we actually had a construction crew come in, and then we had them do some work here for us, build us up a little bit, and then dig that pit for us for some privacy. Although we don't really have a lot of people that travel. There's my little girl. I'm coming in now. I'm coming in the yard, baby. She loves me. she just loves me. And all our trees and our watering system. So you would think it would be really expensive, right? With the water to run the well, to pump the water to these, but we have them on timers. And guys, these trees are gorgeous in the spring. I thought there was a snake. And they have these beautiful white flowers, and when they're blooming, this whole entire place is these beautiful, gorgeous white flowers everywhere. They're just amazingly gorgeous. And we do have some pictures of that I will put, and some of them stay bloomed. And but obviously we have our signs. We have our signs actually everywhere, because you still never know. We're way out. There's no fire, police, ambulance, or anything. We have infrared license plate recognition. We've got it all. We really did what we needed to. Because my husband lives by himself here. He was fortunate enough to retire early. So he made some really good investments, and he was, lucky enough to retire. And so he lives here by himself, and obviously he wants to be safe. So he's here, by himself, and I would be scared shitless, to be honest. And you can see all our cameras everywhere. Let's see what's going on. Chicken Explorers. Right. Oof. Yeah, I would be scared shitless. And there's our gas tank. And guys, we fill this, I don't know, once every 4 years. We've only had the house, 5-6 years. We filled it once. And that is for our cooking, our stove. So we have an electric hot water heater. And then we have I'll take you in our shitty garage. And I've done this. I did this last week, but my connection was really bad last week. But we put in this. All this is new. Like, we had to do it for the town. But that's our hot water heater. We have a salt machine to regulate the hard water. And then this is our massive water filtration system in our tank. So this thing is just insanely complicated. It was put in by us we did this. We have all our everything. We replaced, all the filters. And if anybody hates desert, I'm going to talk with them. If that doesn't work, I'm going to. Oh, Catherine, you're a sweetheart. Yeah, so all these are new, our electrical, everything we had to do. The garage door was just this pull-up door with a regular like house door on it. And it was crazy because when you pulled it up, you had to put a stick under it to hold it up. It wouldn't stay up. So we ended up buying, a nice garage door. And, I do have my tow package on my truck just in case. All this stuff out here. We did all of this, like plumbing, most of the stuff besides the windows, siding. The windows were done by construction. The kitchen was, we hired contractors, the floors contractors, installing all, our beautiful custom made cabinets and things like that. We had a crew come in, and these guys were super cool. They were really, really cool. And these windows are all custom. They're made for the weather. They're very special made windows for the sun, for the elements, for the wind. So they're extremely expensive. We do have but this is kind of our new floors and our this is our porch area. And we had all this cherry wood, like imported, and all our windows are covered with that. We wanted a country effect. And then we have a nice slider going into our main house. And there's my studio when I'm recording. But I'll give you a quick look of the kitchen. And it's just absolutely beautiful. I did some gorgeous. I was really picky about our granite counters. And it's beautiful. I just love it. It's a small little house, but it's perfect. It's perfect for us. Thank you, Poetic. Y'all did good. We did. It was rough, real. It was, I'm not gonna lie. We went through a lot of hell. A lot of rough times. We had nights where we didn't have siding on some of the sides of the buildings when they were replacing the siding, and this side here. Oh my God. So the windows were out, the siding was out. We're in the middle of construction, and this massive storm. Now, if you've been to the channel, you've seen some of the windstorms. Well, the whole inside of the house was just getting pummeled. So my husband and I are out here hanging plastic, like banging it to the frame of the house. We're like trying to get the plastic up, and the winds are like, it was just, we went through hell. We really did. There was nights where we would just like, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I just don't know if we're gonna make it. But Chicken Explorers, thank you. But we did, and we did a great job. And it took about a year to get it done. We're still doing things to it here and there. We just had the bathroom redone, which is absolutely gorgeous. What we did was we wanted to extend the house like out, because we had this, this concrete here, and you can extend the square footage on the house, but we would have had to have gotten paid, for permits and all that stuff, and have that kind of money. We barely had enough to survive when we were building the house and doing all those cabinets and everything were custom made. They came from the factory. So, and all these windows were custom. Everything we did was custom. All this electrical was custom for the hot tub. And as you can see, we have, our sandbags. You got to have those Fun fact, the propane tank is only allowed by the county on a must-need basis. They want people to buy electric to recoup the state. Wow. So that's true, because we just got a bill for that. And that's they're charging now for that. And I just think that is just, I'm telling you, the corruption is just out of control. It's just out of control. So it's nice because we have our lights out at night, and I, go in the hot tub. I have last night I was in it. We hang out here. Now this AC unit could probably cool off a whole factory of, a 15,000 square foot factory. But we had some years where the temperature was like in the 120s, like it was way over, the norm. So, and that was one of the years that you're building. It was 2019, 2020, 2021. So it was major hot. So we were like, F this, we're gonna, let's get some serious air conditioning in here. And my little guy, you be nice with that. You be nice. He's showing off. You be nice with that. Okay? You don't hurt the little one. Because she's the cutie pie. She's the cutie one. Look at him whip that thing. He's dangerous with that thing. You should do a video on the gas electric thing, because the rest of the country. Yes, I know. I want to. You should see. I was gonna do a video of the whole entire process. Like we recorded every second of the day, every second, everything we did, every hammer we hit, every nail we hit. We recorded. I have, I don't know, months and months and months and months and months, years of, building this house. This was something we wanted to record. It's a memory we'll always have. Still watching. Thanks, Chicken Explorers. So we recorded everything, and I wanted to do a video on that. But it would have to be a video of 5 or 6 different series of it, different videos. But we got some really bad damage from the last storm. So that's kind of what it does. It caused a lot of, damage, and although we just fill it. We just grab some sand and just fill it. But when the storms do come through, they're devastating, and you can't get to your house. And these are some of the really bad things that happened. So, but that's our target practice. This is where we do we do pretty good on these. We love it. This one actually went right through. Yeah, we got that was the AR-15, I think. But and then we line the edge up with milk cartons. And here's our other target practice. And then we have others that we come out with, and we go to town and have fun. But again, the ammo is so expensive now that we don't do it as often as we used to. So we're saving that for the end of the world, just in case. We're gonna just save most of our ammo just in case we need it. So you never know. It's not looking too good. But this one was really bad. This was really, really bad right here. We got to get this fixed. As you can see, my little guy helped bury his bones. All his bones are in here. There's a bunch of them. So he comes out here and he digs his bones and he buries his bones, and through all the trees we just planted. And I love it, guys. I love it out here. I just love it. We were out last night filming. Hi, little girl. We had the fire going. We actually were watching the game. Go Dodgers! I was so happy. I was jumping up and down. I was really peak electric is 75 cents. It's super expensive. It's super, super, super expensive for electricity. But back to the Dodgers. I'm really happy they won. I was so excited. So we had the game. We're sitting here, with the fire. I had my little phone out with the game on, and it was really nice. The sky was gorgeous. The weather was beautiful. I love this place. It is beautiful, but it's not cheap. The mortgage is not cheap. The electricity is not cheap. Everything, it's just expensive. The taxes in California are not cheap. And then I also have another place I pay for. So, because I don't live here, I live, in town. So I'm living paycheck to paycheck, just like everybody else is right now. So, and before it never used to be that way. We had savings, and then we put in our Wi-Fi extender, so I'm able to actually go where I want to go, like over to that house. So we invested. We have a lot invested in this house, and a lot of it was done with our own two hands. And so there's a lot of, memories, and it's special to us. So it would be hard to get rid of, because we do want to leave California. I think we'll be pushed out of California, to be honest with you, with the way things are going. Even with the money I make, my husband is retired, so he's, his is a fixed, income. So, it's just, I don't know what's going to happen. So when you get 500 subscribers, you can get paid for it. Yes. That's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. So, so the more stuff they're coming out with, as far as laws in California, the worse it gets for us, because the cost keeps going higher and higher. And luckily, the place I live in, near my job, is on the cheaper side, but it's in a really bad part of the neighborhood. So I also, carry a firearm there, and I'm a single girl there, so gotta protect myself. And but I do love coming out here. And again, I have some time off coming up, so I'm gonna take you guys all over to the mines. We're gonna go across the way, and we'll get to see some of those mines. Are really crazy, and that'll be really cool to see. And I love going to them. Just you got to do a lot of hiking, and my husband and I are, getting a little older right now. So, how are you on the watch hours? That's the thing that's killing me. Chicken Explorers. I traded playlists a couple of times, but it did help a little bit. I'm only at, I think, 1,100 watch hours right now. So, and I need 3,000. So I need that. Yeah, I need some watch hours. So that's the thing that's gonna mess me all up, I think, because I started in April, so I don't have much time left to do what I need to do. So, and then I work so much that there's a lot of people on YouTube, like 24/7, they do 4 or 5 videos a day, and I'm not able to do that. I can't, I work, and I have a very complicated job, and it's, stressful. And bye, Catherine. Bye, honey. I'll see you. Take care. Stay safe. So that's the thing that I need, is the watch hours. So that's why I'm trying to pump out as many, lives that I can, because I get a lot of people on the lives. A couple weeks ago, I had, when the live was finished, I had like over 1,000 views on it. But again, it's just views. It's not, I don't think, the watch hours are there. So, but, and then thing with me is that I like doing AI videos and the time it takes to research to do those damn videos. Because I don't use AI for the information for those AI videos. I go to sources like news and Wikipedia, and then I do use AI sometimes for some things, but AI doesn't have the correct information. They don't have the history. They don't have a lot of the truth about what is really behind things. I got to be honest. Elon Musk is probably one of the most honest about AI. So I tend to get a lot of information from him. He's the only one right now that I think has been, obviously I can't trust everyone, right? So, but he's pretty much been the one that I look to for AI information, and when I go to verify it, it's right. Like he's so involved in it. But I will never go to Chat GPT. I will never go to any Sam Altman platform ever. I will never ever do that. He is corrupt. This is my opinion now. This is only my opinion, but I feel like he was involved in the murder of Suchair Balaji. Again, my own opinion. Suchair Balaji was the one who trained ChatGPT and, blew the whistle that they were training it on copyrighted information. And so I would never use ChatGPT. I use Anthropic is a great AI. If you're gonna use AI, they're pretty good. Although they had issues with their Claude Opus 4. That Claude Opus 4 was the one who was blackmailing the engineer. So they did a study on this Claude Opus 4 AI, and they told the AI, we're going to take you offline and, we're going to upgrade. And the AI got pissed and said, if you do that, I am going to blow the whistle that you're having an affair with another assistant. So he was blackmailing the engineer. So these AIs are dangerous. They're just dangerous. Sam Altman is trying to go public with AI for $1 trillion. Yeah, well, since he did that deal with Microsoft, I don't know what it was, a year or so ago, Microsoft actually owns part of OpenAI now. So, I think Sam Altman just sold out, and I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. So, hi, No Doubty. Hi, I'm sorry I missed you. Love your morning chats. Thank you so much. I love yours. We have not missed one. So, I'm so loving your plate. You're making your home look so cool. I'm just like, it's so homey. I'm like, we should have just done that. It's just you're doing a great job and you're getting along, and I'm really proud of you. You're doing really good. So good job there. And I felt so bad about your chickens. I was like, oh damn, I wish we could have told her, before. I wasn't even thinking. But yeah, that was really heartbreaking. I was torn apart about that. I was really sad because, you probably had I don't know, all animals I have a relationship with. So it was, it was just really sad. But you're doing great over there, and I'm happy for you. And hopefully, winter's coming, like they say on Game of Thrones. And sometimes we have some really bad, storms that come in. So hopefully just get prepared for those. It does snow, and these mountains look beautiful when, all right, sub everybody sub. Poetic. Sorry, typo. So that's another thing. When I'm typing on these chats, First of all, the correction, the AI correction or spell correction, I hate that thing. Supposed to get rid of that. I gotta take that off. And then I'm typing so fast that I fat finger everything. So no problem. It happens. But yeah, it's the storms that come in. Just be what we did, no doubty, and you might want to do this. Again, it was super expensive, but I'm gonna take you over to it now, and you might have seen it in my past video, but we actually invested in a weather station. So I'm gonna take you over to it right now, and you're gonna be able to see this weather station. And the control for it and the display for it is inside. It's wired inside the house. So right now those propellers we need to repair those, because those are old. But this weather station lets us know what's coming, what's gonna happen, gets us prepared, for what's coming. So you might want to check that out. It does, I don't know what type of weather, because I think you're 600 miles above us, I believe. It was $300 on Amazon. It's been there since 2018. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, to check into it. It really does help. And then you'll know, okay, let's buckle down. Let's get ready for this. Again, some of the weather that we do see coming doesn't actually hit the house. You don't want to go around, to different areas, but at least we know that, bad weather is coming, and it may just so happen hit us. So we did invest in that. And, we doubled the insulation, we doubled the sheetrock, we really put a lot of work into this. We kept this old thing up. I liked it. It reminded me just of like an old Western. I don't know. It had like a fence thing here, like a white fence, and we tore that out. But obviously you can see I use it as my towel dryer when I get out of the hot tub. But I thought it was a cool, thing just to keep up. And then I started a little project where I was gonna just, line it with all these rocks and but that project faded pretty fast. But anyway, we have, all right, I gotta get away from these dogs. They're going crazy. Okay. Yeah, so it's been rough. It's been a struggle, but it's all worth it. Wow, 5,300. We are 1,800 chili. 53. We are 1,800 chili up there. Yeah, I'm sure I think the weather where she is, I'm not sure if it's warmer or I don't know. I'd have to look on the map and see. But and then obviously we have to, we still have these wild animals out here. We got coyotes, and the rabbits are massive. You can see on my channel. If you go to the playlist, that's where everything is pretty much hidden in those playlists with the wild animals and the windstorms and the severe weather. They're all in the playlist. So, but we had to, we had critters coming in, and I believe that's how, she got bit by the snake. And one night we put a camera out here to capture some of the footage of the wild animals. So we have some coyotes, and we have some rabbits fighting with the field mice. And then, my truck, I have to keep the hood open, which no doubty we told you about. That was a $3,000 bill because all the little field mice and rats ate through all my electrical wire, and it was not good. So that was just Not good. I was driving home, and I have a 2.5 hour ride home, and my car just started it was just not working correctly, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it home. I eventually did, but I had, the very next day I was in the car dealership, and the same solution, and just do it ourselves. So, oh, you took the hood down. I just took the hood down now. Yeah, I took it down. Spray like pest control or something. Yes. So I believe my husband knows what it is. He can probably send it to you, but he does all the spraying. And again, we spray not only just around the house, but like around away. And it's helped so much. Again, we were service to come out. They were doing such a really bad job. It wasn't, it wasn't good. So, so my husband said, let's, just get the stuff, and he knows the name of it, and he could probably send it to you. I need to get some barn cats. Yeah, no, Dottie, we were thinking about that too. Everybody's been telling us that. Get the cats, get the cats, get the cats. The cats will help with the snakes. The cats will help with the mice. So I really want to get one. I just don't know how my little guys would do with the cat. I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess trial and error, right? Everything is trial and error. So, yeah, we're thinking about doing that, because that's a big suggestion to us was the cat thing. So, and I love all animals. I wouldn't mind having a cat, to be honest. What we do like out here is the lizards. The lizards are the cutest things in the world. They're harmless. They're really adorable. The only problem is she likes to chase them. All right, bye, Poetic. I'll talk to you later, honey. Have a good day. Have a great day. Enjoy the Sunday. Hopefully the weather is good where you are. And thank you for joining. We'll chat soon. Yeah, so the issue with the lizards is my little girl, she's so fast, and she just loves to chase those things. She's brought me some really